You guys ready to make a simple, easy, and delicious pasta with me today? Welcome to our kitchen. We are in Puglia, Italy, Vico del Gargano in the villa, and we're excited. But today, we're not staying here. We are transporting to Sicily, and we're gonna make an eggplant recipe, eggplant alla Norma, which is basically fried eggplant with pasta. It's delicious. What do you say? Let's get started. Ingredients, guys, really easy. You're gonna want 2 medium-sized eggplants. You're gonna want about a pound of pasta. Anything goes. Traditionally, spaghetti, linguine is awesome. I've had it with penne pasta. I've had it with everything. I have to say I love it with everything, so you'll totally be fine. We're gonna want some Parmesan Reggiano cheese. Obviously, that's gonna be fantastic. You're gonna want some passata, essentially like a tomato puree. It's pureed tomatoes. We're in Italy, that's how they do it. We're gonna want some onions and we're gonna want some garlic. Now, in regards to onions, I always like shallots over onions. I think they're a little bit more delicate and earthy, and they're just a little sweeter. I just think they're a nicer flavor. So where I can, when I can, I like to switch it out. So today we're using shallots. We're gonna want some salt. You're gonna want some pepper. You're gonna need some olive oil, both in the prep, and we're gonna do some frying. And you're gonna want some basil. So whether we do this or run outside, I got a basil outside, one or the other, you're gonna want some basil. Next, you're gonna need some love, some fun, probably playing some Frank Sinatra, little Prosecco while you're putting this thing together. It takes about an hour by the time you prep the eggplant and frying. One last ingredient that makes this come out is when you subscribe to the channel. So give me a subscribe, thumbs up, notification bell, anything we got going on the farm, recipes, travel tips, comes right to your notification box. And like I say every week, it feels good. Feels good to be part of the Cooking Italian with Joe family. We'll start with 2 medium-sized eggplants. Just cut the top off, cut the bottom if there is a little bit of a bump on there. That's great. We're gonna discard that. Now, basically what we wanna do is we wanna cube these. So cut it down the middle, and then I'm gonna cut it one more time, because you want maybe an inch-ish before you cook it, and then cut it in strips. Again, you're gonna want about an inch, so about the width of your thumb here. Perfect. So you're looking for that right there. Put all of our eggplant in a bowl. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna salt the eggplant to get some of the bitterness out. So just hit it with some salt, stir it up, and we're gonna rinse it off, so don't worry about it. Get it all covered with salt. And we're gonna set that aside for about 45 minutes. Now it's shallots and garlic. So we're gonna do about 4 cloves. I'm gonna set that aside. Onions, or in this case shallots, always take a little longer to prep and cook. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these started. And then as these are cooking down, I'll go ahead and finish the garlic. We want to slice these down nice and small. Shallots are perfect. Low heat on the pan, maybe a tablespoon or so of olive oil, extra virgin. This is from the farm. We'll get the onion started, or in this case, the shallots. We don't want to fry them. We want to sweat them and make them translucent and really tender. So get them covered with oil and then just let them cook down. The heat will do the rest. I'm gonna put the cover on, speed things up. So let's get our garlic chopped up nice and small. Check our onions. That's beautiful right there. I'm gonna put my garlic in. Give that a stir. Heat's on almost 0. It's on really low. We're gonna let this cook down here for a couple minutes. Give that a top half on. While the shallots and onions are going, let's get our wadi ready for the linguine. I'm gonna put a top over this. I'm gonna put it on really, really low. Onions and garlic are done. We wanna get the onions and garlic out of there. I'm gonna set this aside. Our eggplant's done. It's been about 45 minutes. We're gonna rinse the salt off with some water. This is important or it's gonna taste salty. You see how they get a little bit kind of shrunk? Yeah, go back to your dish, put the heat on. We're just gonna add some extra olive oil, about a 1/4 cup or so, and we're gonna get that hot. We'll fry the eggplant in that. And we'll do this in batches, guys, so we'll be able to put a third, a third, a third. So you can hear it start to sizzle. Just be careful, don't splatter it on yourself. And we're looking for browning, almost crispy. Takes about 3 to 5 minutes. I'll put this on just to prevent splatter, but don't put it on all the way because you want the steam to get out. This is what we're looking for. See how nice and brown that is? So you're gonna get a little crisp on there, which is great. Once they're done, you're gonna be really soft. Grab a dish with a paper towel and just start throwing them in there. Those are absolutely perfect right there. I'm gonna throw them in my dish. Fried eggplant is done. I'm gonna take the dish that we started with. I'm gonna put back my onions and my garlic, or my shallots. I'm gonna put that on a low heat. And don't worry about the pan, because that's eggplant fond. That's what we're gonna call it. So give that a little bit of a stir. I'm gonna take my passata, and I'm just gonna take a couple tablespoons of it first. And we're gonna use that to just give the pan a little clean. And now we're gonna take about half of that jar. So you're looking at about 3 cups. I'm gonna use about a half a teaspoon of salt, a good half a teaspoon or more of fresh ground pepper. I'm gonna take some basil leaves and give them just a rough chop. And we'll put our basil in our sauce. Oh, that smells so good. I'm gonna put just a little bit more passata in there. That cooked down at a really low temp. While my eggplant sauce is cooking down, I've got my hot water here. Put some salt, and we'll go ahead and put our linguine in there. Great news, our pasta is done. I'm gonna bring it right over to my sauce. And then you're gonna take the pasta, and don't worry about the water. You're gonna put some pasta water in there, so you can either add it or just put your pasta in there kind of wet, which is the way I do it. Pasta's so fresh, it's jumping out of the pan. And then simple, guys, give it a stir. Oh, that's beautiful. Now, guys, we're gonna grate in a 1/4 cup of Parmigiano Reggiano. Give this a stir. That looks pretty good right there. I mean, just that alone looks good. Now, guys, you're gonna add your eggplant. Take your fried eggplant, put it in the dish, and then take a spoon real slow, give it a gentle stir. Get it fully incorporated, and oh man, could you guys taste that right there? That is good. You guys, we're plated. Does that look delicious or what? I feel like I'm in Sicily right now. I'm gonna hit it with a little cheese. Why? Because in life, you can't have enough cheese. And then just a little, just a sprinkle. Oh my God, is that beautiful? Does that look beautiful or what? Taste time. So I'm gonna fork at least 2 pieces of eggplant. And then a good hunk of pasta. I want to have that perfect bite. You guys with me on that? I think that's it right there. The sauce is fantastic. It's not too heavy, but it's there. The shallots, the garlic, perfectly seasoned. And the eggplant, you know, it just adds that meaty, it tastes like meat, right? So it gives you that meaty flavor, that earthy. It's so delicious fried. Hey guys, thanks for joining me in my kitchen today, going to southern Italy, making pasta alla norma. Man, what a delicious recipe. Remember guys, subscribe, thumbs up, notification bell. Make sure you share recipes with other people looking to have some fun in the kitchen. Also remember, once a week, once a month, shut off the TV, the cell phone, the computer. Get around the table with your family and friends. Tell stories, burn stuff. You know what? Binge watch Cooking Italian with Joe. You're going to come out having a lot more fun. You might come out a little heavier. And you'll have fun in Italy making some great Italian recipes. You're also going to celebrate your heritage, whatever that may be, but even more important than that, guys, you're going to set traditions of love. They're going to last you a lifetime. I know they did for me. Hey, guys, from my kitchen years, until next week, mwah, buon appetito.